everybody, Anime Boy Empire here, and I have a lot of unfinished business to attend to. I'll see you in a quick sec. Hey everybody, Anime Boy Empire here. That's more like it. And welcome back to EarthBound. Last time, we braved the Monotoli's tower's 48th floor and rescued the beloved Princess Paula. Do the thing. I love this. This is just so adorable. I see why Chugga likes it so much. It's just so cute. Anyway. Hey. We came back to Threed for, well, we don't know why we came back to Threed, but I think it had something to do with something we left behind. And for once, it wasn't a hat. But even if it was, it would go really well with the Skyrunner. We painted over all the damaged parts of the Skyrunner. Now, I wonder how you start this thing up. I'm just wondering how he knows what it's called. But never look a gift horse in the mouth. I guess. I want you to stay, but if you can't, so long. Thanks for every little old thing. It was nothing. But this was what we left behind. It was a wreck last time we saw it, but now it looks perfectly fine. Here's the problem, and it's not too tough to fix. Hang on for a sec or two. Okay, Jeff. There. That should do it. Now, if we board, the Skyrunner will take us back to Winters. With Dr. Andonuts' help, I can modify the machine to fly to Summers. If Dr. Andonuts is not available, I'll have to figure it out by myself. Anyway, let's go back to the lab in Winters. That's it. Go, machine, go! Well, we're leaving Threed behind yet again. Set off to Foggyland. What I had to do off-screen was get better equips on Ness and Paula, because they desperately needed it after everything. And I needed to clear up some inventory space so Paula could take the non-stick frying pan Ness was holding onto for her. What a gentleman. Now let's just sit back and enjoy the music. Over the desert. Hey, look, a monkey. Yeah, we're not likely to be fooled again. Over Foreside. We'll be back. I know we will. I like the music. And here we are. Dr. Andonuts' lab. And we didn't crash this time.
Kikikiro, thanks for taking care of my husband the other day. Oh yes, we finally tied the knot.
Wow, congratulations! I don't know how to say that in monkey, so I hope it's the thought that counts.
Honey, don't just stand there with your mouth open. Say hello.
So,
Yucky.
you passed by a cave north of Stonehenge. Don't you ever wonder what's inside?
Well, now that you mention it, it has crossed my mind. Wait, Jeff, you saw a cave north of Stonehenge? Oh, yeah, it was on my way to rescue you.
Can't seem to stop thinking about it. We'll go and see what's there. We're going to get out of here. We're still newlyweds, you know. Bye-bye.
Well, okay, not sure I want to know what newlywed monkeys do on their honeymoon. Well, here he is. The instant revitalizing device. In only a few seconds, this machine fully revitalizes you, just like a good night's sleep. Oh, you must be Dr. Andonuts.
Oh, you surprised me. You're Ness, aren't you?
In the flesh.
Jeff wets his bed sometimes, but other than that, he's a good boy.
Dad!
Take care of yourself and Jeff. The Bubble Monkey said that there's a cave north of Stonehenge. I've known about it for a long time. The locals call the area Rainy Circle, but I haven't been there.
Rainy Circle? I wonder
what's inside the cave. I understand. While you're checking out that place, I'll work on remodeling the, Skywalker. No, that's not it. The Skyrunner. Oh, yes. My co-worker, Bigfoot, dislikes violence. He's such a nice guy, and he loves people. He often shares his beef jerky with me. Oh, yeah.
Here we have
Ooga booga! May I help you? Waka ungawa! What would you like?
Here he sells the cup of noodles, which don't fully revive you, the beef jerky, the protein drink, I already know what that is, the cup of coffee, the bottle of DX water, which interesting thing to find, and the secret herb. We know what that does.
Wongu gongari! Please come again.
Alright. We've got a decent set of equipment. And so the task at hand is clear. We need to go up to Rainy Circle. Up from the lab. Past Stonehenge. Talk to this guy again. He says,
You kids don't look very bright. Let me explain. These stones are making a pattern. It's called Stonehenge. UFOs often visit here. You must have seen that on TV or read about it in the tabloids. Yes, that's Stonehenge.
and as for the secret in this hole, we've explored this before with Jeff. And for some reason, something that looks like a very large iron eraser is in the way. Well, we have something that deals with iron pencils, but the pencil eraser can't be used here. It has no power over the iron eraser. It only destroys iron pencils. Whatever shall we do? I suppose the answer to that is, come back later. Alright. And here we have a new enemy. The Mighty Bear 7. This enemy is what drops the Super Plush Bear. It is not dropped by Mighty Bears. That would have been terrifying. I don't entirely remember the weaknesses of the Cave Boy, so just for refresher. PK Fire! Cave Boy, offense 21, defense 33, vulnerable to fire. PK Rockin'! Blast him with Rockin'. But now let's put the Mighty Bear 7 to the test. The Cave Boy swings a club for not a lot of damage, shouts in a loud voice, PK Freeze! Just buys on the Cave Boy because I already obliterated the Mighty Bear 7. Apparently, Mighty Bear 7s are very vulnerable to high-level freeze attacks. Wouldn't be surprised, really. Shouts in a loud voice, drops offense and defense. Nice shot, Paula! Thank you. And Mighty Bear 7s are good, and Cave Boys here are great great EXP fodder for Paula, considering you haven't fought with her in how long? Okay. Shoot the Cave Boy! PK Freeze! PK Rockin'! Again, great EXP fodder for Paula. And of course, Ness is now level 44, offense by 3, defense by 3, speed by 1, guts by 3, and vitality by 2, IQ by 2. Holy. Max HP up by 30, and psychic points up by 8. You know, if I didn't know better, I'd think I thought I was going to learn a new psychic power. But now we know what we're going to have to face the path up to Stonehenge. Let me just get up to Stonehenge, up to Rainy Circle. Just full revitalization. Moves Jeff up slightly. Hey. So now let's get down to business. Ness is already a tank. So he'll play Bear. Okay, we might want to run on this turn. But can't run. Oh, great. I'm not going to ask a single question. Just missed. Wow. Okay, Paula. Freeze the bear. Jeff. Shoot the Cave Boy. Okay, Club does only 1 damage. Okay, Club only does 1 damage. PK Freeze! Freeze one-shots Bear. Rockin'. Has potential to 2-shot Caveman. And Paula... How did Paula miss? It doesn't matter, really. Paula's now level 37. Her IQ by 1, max HP by 3, psychic up by 4. And now, Fire Gamma! Means Paula has become even more of a goddess of destruction than she has been, really. Well, here's Rainy Circle.
Shroom! You finally got here! This is the 4th Your Sanctuary location, but it's mine now. take it from me, if you dare.
Here we are.
Shroom!
The fourth Sanctuary Guardian. This was what was waiting for us. Since Jeff crossed through here. It's not all that intimidating being a boss. I think it can be obliterated with fire. I don't know. Okay. PK! Fire Gamma! PK Rockin'! Shroom. Offense 95, defense 154, vulnerable to fire. Yes! Uh-oh. Beginning to feel strange. Despite his very puny, his attacks being very puny in terms of power, the Shroom is dangerous. Because if it hits you with its scattering spores attack, you will be confused. Super Bomb. PK Rockin'! Life up. It knows Life Up Alpha. As when mushroomized, just like feeling strange, you might end up attacking your allies. So if you're not careful, the scattering spores attack will seal your doom. PK Fire! Poisoned? Okay, I didn't know they could do that. You know, Funky. Well. Okay, Jeff attacked it, even while feeling funky. But you better be careful with every single power you possess. PK Fire! Feeling funky? Oh, great. Yep. Attack Paula. The Shroom is attacking. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Wait. Do I have a couple life noodles? No, we have brain food lunches. Wait. Does Ness have a couple life noodles? No, Paula has the cups of life noodles. Like I said, the scattering spores attack can seal your doom. PK Rockin'! Keep having your afflicted. So the strategy is, if one of your allies gets mushroomized, keep the afflicted on guard. Ness is now level 45, offense by 1, max by HP by 1, psychic power by 1. Jeff is now level 40. Sorry, Paula. I really wish I could have given you the HP up, the level up. But here's Rainy Circle, the fourth sanctuary, which I have a funny feeling is going to play the third melody. Ness caught a whiff of steak, but just for a second. Ness's soundstone recorded the melody of Rainy Circle. Yep. Honestly, didn't know what I was expecting. Apparently, when you visit them, the melodies of Milky Well and Rainy Circle are switched, but when recorded in the soundstone, they're normal. Why this is, I really don't understand. But we could easily go back to the place of. We could easily go back to the lab now, but there's something I've been missing. I think I've missed. Just going through this cave specifically. And I'll show you after I defeat these enemies. New enemies. The Elder Baddie and the Strong Crocodile. I know next to nothing about the Strong Crocodile, so I'm gonna have to spy on it, but Paula blasts it with PK Freeze, and PK Rocket, and it doesn't die. Die immediately. Elder Baddie. Okay, never mind. The Elder Baddie, offense 66, defense 72, vulnerable to paralysis, susceptible to brain shock. Unfortunately, we don't have anyone with brain shock. Elder Baddie's sizing up the situation. Whoa! Yeah, that Elder Baddie was on the receiving end of Paula getting snubbed for experience from the Shroom fight. But now you know what the... And then we have this thing. Arachnid! Yeah, this is a spider. If you're arachnophobic, you may want to look away. Paula attacks it. Kill it, kill it, kill it! Arachnid. Offense 61, defense 30, vulnerable to fire and freeze and paralysis, susceptible to brain shock. And it attacks... Ah, missed! And these things are weak! Spiders, like snakes, are very friggin' weak. And then How did the crocodile know where... How did the crocodile... How did the crocodile... Seriously, how did the crocodile... Okay. And Jeff... oh man, that's a second strong crocodile we obliterated! And we're never gonna know how to... know what it's weak against. Well... That's not entirely true. It is weak to freeze. He's from the numbers. But we can definitely use the sanctuaries to recover HP whenever. Always a good thing to know. I'll be right back when I figured out how did the crocodile... Apparently, the strong crocodile is not vulnerable to freeze. Freeze is just that powerful of a psychic power. Jeff now level 41. Speed up by 1, max HP by 1. And now we just... I'll meet you when I'm on the other side of the cave. Quick note. Elder baddies can become friendly and affectionate. And cause you to back off. It didn't work on Jeff, but it does have an effect. And now Ness is level 46. Offense by 1, speed by 1, max HP by 3. And yes, Paula is getting up there in level. Well, now she's level 38. Defense up by 1, guts up by 1, luck by 1, max HP by 2. But, hey look, a pencil! Die, Iron Pencil! Ness used the pencil eraser. For some weird reason, the iron pencil statue was erased. Okay, now we can... Uh-oh. Yes! Yesy, anime... Yesy, and indubitably, now we may... Uh-oh! Because I don't think we've encountered these enemies yet. How is that a back attack? The Lesser Mook and its cohort. The Woolly Shambler. Haha, you missed. Okay, you have freeze. Oh no. Okay, kill it. With fire! I did it! You... Okay, new enemies. The Lesser Mook and the... Are you freaking serious right now? How? Anyway, the Lesser Mook can use psychic powers. Okay, okay, Woolly Shambler, you are so going to die for that. PK Rockin'! I said kill it! And stop shooting Jeff! He did nothing to— oh wait. He did kind of shoot your buddy in the face. I'll be right back when Paula is no longer dead. That went foobar real quick. Well, we're back at the low-budget dungeon. And I knew there was something I had missed. It was somewhere here. Oh. And a little something over there. There that I missed. Ness over the present. A croissant inside. Ness takes it. And a sign. I wonder what it reads. I'm gonna read it. Watch for falling materials. Brick road. Like what? Oh, like that. Pictures taken instantaneously. Oh no, Jeff got Mike Wazowski. Pictures taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready? Say, Fuzzy Pickles. Fuzzy Pickles! Wow, what a great photograph. It will always bring back the fondest of memories. Poor Jeff. Now I know what Chugga Conroy sees in that gag. Anyway, let's get out of here before I end up lost in the maze. Like I almost did. Well, they don't call it a low-budget dungeon for no reason. Well, meet you back at the lab! And here we have a crocodile congregation around this crystal. Do crocodiles worship this crystal? I don't know. Let's interview him. What? He just turned around like, what? Like, what? Okay. Good thing I managed to catch that. Okay. So we know how the I don't think we ever... Did we ever figure out how did the crocodile?
Oh.
Okay, it's a mystery for another day. Yeah, PK freeze that. And then rocket to the core. And 85 offense, 131 defense, and let's just hit this crocodile with our weapons, okay? Okay, I think that was a bit overkill. I think that was a bit overkill. Oh man, if only Paula had leveled up with that. If only. Okay, yeah, the cave boys are still running away from us, and the bear. The bears are still bears. No, duh. Okay, just ice the bear. Bear. Ice bear. Yeah, the Minor 7 solidified, and we finished the job with rockin'. Like that. It didn't work on the cave. How did it not work on either cave boy? Seriously. How did it not work on either cave boy? I think these things used to... What? How fast is this cave boy? How? Okay. Apparently the answer is not fast enough. But that was... Well... Here we are, back at the lab. instant revitalizing device. In only a few seconds, this machine fully revitalizes you. Just like a good night's sleep. Well, we're back, Doctor. We're back, Doc.
Oh, Ness! Jeff wets his bed sometimes, but other than that, he's a good boy.
Dad!
Take care of yourself and Jeff. It looks like you found something out. I finished remodeling the Skyrunner. You can leave for summers whenever you wish. It shouldn't break this time. Well, maybe.
It definitely shouldn't break this time. But here we are. We're on our way to Summers now. Let's go. Onward to Summers! And we get to hear this music again! Yay! Sure are a lot of boats, but this is the place. It definitely looks summery. It definitely uh-oh. It's breaking, isn't it? It will not break. Will not break.